Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation, and if you've been following, you know I used to be a divorce mediator, but we've been doing this for over 20 years, helping people the right way with their marriages so you can have the right kind of marriage. And so this topic is right on target for what we are all about at the Marriage Foundation. It's 5 signs of a failing marriage. And what can you do about it? What you can do about it. So I'm going to go down the list, and I made number 5 something that is going to surprise you. It's going to surprise you. But all 5 are important. So number 1, I listed number 1 as one of you is thinking that you made a mistake and you can do better with someone else. I mean, these are harsh, but stay with me because I'm not just going to go over this so you can say, yeah, my marriage is failing. It's time to get out of this marriage and lead the rest of my life in more happiness and all of that. No, we are not taught how to be married. And when we are, and at the Marriage Foundation, we have courses for men and women, and many people say we even took a course from the church before we got married, or, we did this or we did that, but people don't know how to be married. It's no one's fault. It's an evolutionary process that we learn certain things. Until some time ago, we didn't even know about electricity. We didn't know how to move water around. Not that long ago, to go somewhere, you moved at 3.5 miles an hour, and that was as fast as you could go. So things are evolving on every plane, including marriage. And the Marriage Foundation is the cutting edge. So one of you is thinking that you made a mistake and you could do better with someone else. This is harsh, because what it's saying is that you have given up, which is understandable. When I was a divorce mediator, those are the people that I helped with their divorce, and I understood. It's no fun being in a marriage that's not producing happiness, right? And worse, usually marriages, they start out great, and then they slowly descend, and then it gets steeper and steeper and steeper until it's like, what the heck am I doing in here? So that's one of the signs. And I'm going to wait until I'm through all 5 of these signs and then tell you what you could do about it. Number 2, one or both of you would rather do something other than be together. And I'm not counting about when you want to have sex. I'm talking about you don't enjoy each other's company. You're not feeling it. When you first were dating, it was like, oh man, this is great. I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to see him. And you get all duded up, and you made sure you looked pretty, smelled pretty, and talked pretty. And, you were at your best. And now your spouse is not at their best when you're together, and you're not at your best. And you'd rather be doing something else than be with them. That's a sign of a failing marriage. It's not going to get better if you don't do something about it. Number 3, when you are together, you avoid each other. Worse, you argue about every little thing. And it seems like you don't smile at each other anymore. You're not touching anymore. Unless you want to have sex, you're not into each other. Well, that's a failing marriage. Now, when I say failing, it doesn't start out like, oh, this marriage is no good. It slowly starts going downhill and picks up steam. That law of momentum is a killer when it's going in the wrong direction, isn't it? Number 4, you're very critical of your husband or your wife. And if you're critical of them, you can't be feeling the love at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. When you're feeling love towards somebody, You're feeling complimentary towards them. You're seeing the better parts of them. You're not critical. So that's a sign that you're not seeing them as you used to see them before you got married, when you wanted to be with them. Number 5, and this is going to be a surprise, but our standards at the Marriage Foundation are quite high compared to the world, because we have defined a purpose for marriage. Marriage is all about experiencing ever-increasing happiness and ever-expanding love. That is what marriage does when you know how to run your marriage. It's like getting a car, and you get in the car and you turn the key and all you hear is click, click, the battery's not working, right? You have to replace the battery or get the battery charged up, or the car's not working. The car might as well be a junker. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. But you know how to fix your car. You don't know how to fix your marriage. But the car, what's it supposed to do? It's supposed to start right up, click, and you drive off and happy, and you turn on the radio, and you know, it's great. It has a purpose. The car has a purpose. Its purpose is to provide transportation for you. What's the purpose of marriage? The purpose of marriage is to produce joy and love. That's its purpose. And if yours is not doing that, that means that it's failing. And again, the law of momentum kicks in, and pretty soon it ends in a divorce. And this is what happens to more than half of the marriages that begin. They end in divorce. Could you imagine if half of the airplanes that took off ended up crashing? Now, we understand aerodynamics. We understand the mechanics of flying. We understand the mechanics of a motor that runs the airplane. And so we've been able to improve it and improve it. But society as a whole has a lot of confusion around marriage. And the reason why is because there's this hesitation to say anything is spiritual, because everyone has their own opinion about God and spirit, and some people are atheists, some are agnostic, and so there's this culture of don't talk about it. Let's not talk about it. But how can you talk about marriage and not be spiritual when the reason why you got married in the first place, and this is known, I mean, the studies all say this, don't suggest it, they say this, that everyone who gets married for love. Everyone. You get married for love. What is love? Love, you know, you look it up these days, and it's just this increased like, an emotion. But that is not what love is. You did not get married for an increased emotion, because if you did, you are setting yourself up for failure, because we know that things that we like today, we like a little less later on. Or it comes in waves, comes and goes, except for chocolate chip ice cream. But other than that, we become infatuated with something that we like, and we might even love it, but then it loses its appeal because it's material. But true love is different. True love is who you are. You're a soul. You have a mind, and that's where we experience emotion, but that's not who we are. We have a mind. We possess one. It's a machine for us. But we're a soul. And the nature of the soul is love. And this is what we seek when we get married. The purpose for marriage is to get together with your soulmate. It's a spiritual path to have ever-increasing happiness and ever-expanding love. That's its purpose. And so you get married for those reasons, to experience that deep love, that deep joy, not to argue, not to fight over stupid things, not just to wake up in the morning, go to work, come home, sit in front of the boob tube, and then, or nowadays, spend all your time on Facebook, and then that's it. That's not what life is all about. Really, what life is all about is that love. And so, if your marriage is not producing that, don't blame your husband or your wife. Don't blame yourself. You didn't learn. Instead, now's the time to wake up and recognize, acknowledge, say, I really got married without knowing much about marriage. That would be the truth. And then there's more to it. See, one of the interesting things that I learned, when I got into helping people with their marriages, it was a completely different agenda, because I used to help people get a divorce. And my agenda, because I'm not based in Western psychology, my agenda was this couple who asked me, that's how I got started, wanted to improve their marriage rather than get a divorce. So I had to look and go, okay, what is it that they really want? Because I'm very goal-oriented. What do they really want? And it took me a while to get at it, because it's not out there. They want to be happy. Who doesn't want to be happy? But it's more than that. They want to be happy. You want to be happy. Well, you have free will. You have volition. If you want to be happy, why aren't you? If you get into a car and you don't do what it takes to run that car, it's not going to go anywhere. So you have to learn about it. And almost, well, it's equally important. More than just learning about marriage, you have to learn about your mind. You have to learn about yourself. Then you have to learn about how your husband or your wife is different from you based on their gender. Don't listen to these crazy people who say it's all the same. It's not. You know that. And so all of these things are important. And the main point here that I want to drive home to you, and this is based on over 20 years of experience, is that there are mechanical, mathematical processes to take what you have now and completely make it work. That's what we have with our courses. I've written a couple books, have it there. These videos will help you, so you should subscribe. That's what you could do about it. You don't want to be in a failing marriage. Your marriage should literally be better every single day of your lives together, to where you're floating in joy. The term marital bliss is not made up. It's real. It's so real. And I wish that for you. All of us here do. And that's it. Now, I want to share with you that if you've been following and you want to become a TMF trained and certified counselor, the opportunity is getting really close. We're going to have a landing page on our website soon where you could sign up. And this is especially good for those who are already working with couples or individuals like clergy and marriage counselors who want to shift and make your practice really work for your clients. But also, if you've never done, you could still learn. You may want to have a career there. So we'll be doing that. We're going to have thousands of TMF counselors out there. This because we're cutting edge. We're cutting edge. So again, I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And I hope this was helpful for you. You could like this video if it was. God bless you, and hope to see you again. Take care. Thank you.